doesn't know if believing him until Garrett points out that it's beneficial for him to help them. They decide to leave, but first Ted reveals he has a whole arsenal of weapons and everyone arms themselves. While the group enters the tunnel, Dave opens the front door and blows up the first beast that comes through before joining the others. Once the tunnel is properly closed, they go outside and notice Stella is having trouble walking because she's starting to transform into a beast too. Later they're walking down a road when Tyler spots a monster just standing there. The beast seems to be dead, so Maddie tries to touch it, only for Tyler to stop her. When she turns around, a long tentacle comes out of a hole in the ground and grabs her legs, trying to drag her away. As Maddie screams wildly, Tyler and Dave hold her back, and Laura shoots at the tentacle to make it retrieve. Once Maddie is free, the group runs away, and Garrett convinces Dave to untie him so he can help in case of another attack. What the others don't know is that Dave is hiding an injury on his arm. Sometime later they make it to the top of the mountain and see the city is burning. When they find Garrett's car, they are devastated to see it won't start. At that moment monsters appear on top of the mountain and begin rushing in their direction, so Garrett desperately tries to start the engine again while Stella takes Ted's gun to end things for herself before she finishes transforming. Ted immediately fights her until he takes the gun back and begs her to get in the car, but Dave knows there's no hope and drags Ted back. Stella waits for the monsters to arrive, and they quickly eat her. Garrett finally manages to start the car and the group escapes, leaving the monsters behind. On the way, they pick up a radio signal and hear that almost all the shelters couldn't withstand the onslaught and were ruined. Eventually they arrive at the gate but nobody answers the radio, not to mention the door is open. The group carefully makes their way inside and discovers there's no power, so Garrett and Dave decide to fix it while the others go to look for a first aid kit because they've discovered that Ted has a wound in his back. The others take care of Ted while Dave restores electricity, and Garrett explains that the gate was prepared for a second invasion and tons of salt water had been pumped in, but the hole was too deep. Once the power is working again, Dave and Garrett begin making their way back, but suddenly Garrett feels blood dripping on his hand and looks up to find a body at the same time something in the darkness roars. The duo rushes back to